I think hex locks are by far the best way to secure your seat, your wheels, and any other parts of your bike that are attached with a hex key. Why? Well, they're easy to use, they'll protect your stuff, and they're competitively priced, which are the three big things you want from any bicycle security system. What's more, Hexlox provides these things in a very elegant and flexible way, which for me is the icing on the cake. How do I know all this? I've been using the Hexlox for the past couple of months, and to tell you the truth, I can't imagine going back to my previous security setup. So watch on and in the Hexlox review, I'll try to explain why I think they're so good and why I think you should be using them too. How does Hexlox work? The basic idea is that anything that's attached to your bike using a hex key can be secured with a Hexlox. Well, there are various components that could be. For example, your seat, your wheels, your handlebars, your brakes and pedals, and quite possibly more. It depends on how your bike is set up. Each individual Hexlox is just a tiny hexagonal nut that slots into and blocks the socket in the head of the screw that attaches all that stuff to your bike. And of course, if this socket is blocked by a nut, a hex key can't access it to loosen it, which prevents a thief with a hex key helping themselves to your stuff. Simple. This idea is not new. Innovative cyclists have been blocking up the sockets of their hex screws for years, usually with superglue covered ball bearings, but sometimes with superglue, candle wax, or steel epoxy as well. How secure is Hex Locks? Of course, we shouldn't let the clever design distract us from their main purpose, protecting our stuff. And Hex Locks would be no good at all if they weren't able to effectively do that. So how secure are they really? For me, this comes down to two issues. Firstly, how they prevent people without keys from removing the nuts. And secondly, how they stop thieves buying their own sets and then using the keys remove other people's nuts. Since the hex locks are secured in place by magnetism, you'd think that a big, powerful magnet might be able to pull them out. However, that's not the case. They have fiddled with the polarity and shielded the magnet so the hex locks aren't magnetic from above. Hexlox claimed the nut's been tested against needle nose pliers, gator/vise grips, hammers, liquid ice, hacksaws, screwdrivers, medical tweezers, and toothpicks, none of which were able to dislodge it. I had a good go with a magnet, tweezers, and a screwdriver and wasn't able to remove the nut. I also tried and failed with a con bud dipped in super glue. I'm sure it is possible to remove it with the right tools and enough time, but I'm not sure what those tools would be. But to be really sure, I have been testing the hex locks on the streets of Barcelona for the last couple of months. Bike seat theft is rife in Barcelona, and since I leave my bike in the street overnight, my seat has to be well protected. I hope you found this video helpful. It's my pleasure if you are helped a little at least. If you have anything to query for, please comment us below. Thank you for watching this video.